It's your boy QDeezy. I know. It's been a little minute since I made any videos or uploaded anything. I just took some time off, man. Regroup. I've been working. I've been doing a lot of things actually. Just, trying to restructure as always. I always got to take a little bit of time to stop and recruit and just take some time out for myself and my family, you know what I'm saying? So everything is good. I have no complaints. Still out here trying to survive, still out here winning. I'm coming to you guys today out in one of the Keys in South Florida. So came out to this resort. It's an RV resort, you know what I mean, to hang out for the weekend and whatnot. And I'm enjoying it, man. I mean, a nice place, man. I mean, look like somebody's pulling in now, as a matter of fact. But yeah, man, this is a nice little resort, man. They got everything, swimming, little movie theater, most of y'all know that RV life. I'm about it, man. I've been doing it for a long time. I was doing even cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Before tiny homes was a thing, and now it's like it's the norm, right? But yeah, a lot of things have been transpiring, I'll tell you that. I had what do you call it, was dealing with that Uber situation, and after dealing with that Uber situation, they decided it was best for us to part our ways, so they cut me. And which also brings me to this video. Basically they were upset about me making them pay that money that they owed me, and they felt like, okay, well, our contract says this, we pay up to $200 for layover, and up to $200 basically even for detention, which is only about roughly 4 hours and some change going according to their rate, right? And what ended up happening was I ended up sitting on that one that you guys are familiar with. I sat on it about 7 or 8 days, actually 8 days, and I said, no, this is not going to work, or whatever. And that truck makes $1,000 a day. That's an insult that you had me sitting on this thing for 8 days and y'all want to give me $200 per day. I was at a loss, plus the type of money I had spent out just in operating. I said, I can't do that. And at the time, I still had the freight. So you guys seen some of that video that I did on that, and it was a lot of back and forth, and they were really literally trying to get out of paying me. And I said, no, I'm not going to budge on this. You guys, owe me about $4 grand, and that was including the delivery and the redelivery. So long story short, it took a while. They ended up paying, but they also, suspended my account and, decided that was it. They didn't want to work with me no more. And I say that to say, we got to stand up. And I tell you guys this all the time. We have to make these companies accountable, these brokers accountable. But there's a trade-off. There's a trade-off to that, and sometimes you lose work, and it was a cost. But I preach what I say, and I do what I preach. And the cost of me doing what I did cost me a good broker that was good in South Florida. Uber Freight has a lot of good freight in South Florida. If you know how to use it and you know what you're doing, they have good freight. And that was one of the reasons it made it easy for me to stay in Florida and run, because I had that Uber Freight connection. But I was willing to trade that off for what I believe in. And at the same time, you know, I'm not going to let another broker or anybody run my business out of business. And if that's the trade-off that I have to go through to lose money just to run for you, then no, I'll cut the ties, and I'm okay with being cut. It's a little bit harder now, you know, because I have to do a little bit more research and digging to find the freight that I normally would run to, you know, run like I'm running, staying in Florida. And guess what? I have been. I still haven't left Florida, and gosh, man, I haven't been out of Florida probably in almost a year, at least 6-7 months, or so, maybe a little longer. I can't even keep track now, but I haven't been out of Florida. I've been running Florida for quite a while, and I'm still doing it. So, you know, there's other brokers, there's other people out there you can get business from. Don't be afraid to stand your ground with some brokers. Just know that there will be consequences with some of them. They might not want to work with you, and you got to weigh off, is it worth you standing up at that point in time to potentially keep a good revenue service? If that revenue is bringing that kind of money in, you might want to consider it. For me, they were bringing a good revenue, they were making it easy, but you know, at the same time, I was still filling in the blanks with other brokers. But for me, that situation wasn't worth me losing that kind of money at that time. And I just said, you know what, I'm gonna roll the dice. If they suspend me, they suspend me. I don't care. And that's kind of what happened. But on the flip side, I went back to, you know, running my Amazon. What it is, of course I'm still here. I know it's been a minute, man. I've been trying to get some stuff together. I got all kinds of things in the making. I'm up here at Amazon doing Yard Hostler, and I had to get my other driver to come and pick up my trailer and take it to deliver a load. So yeah, this has been an interesting night tonight, and yeah, so he's over there getting loaded. I'm gonna get him on camera. I hope I don't have to get him on put him on blast, but he over there picking up my trailer. So yeah, we getting ready to get out of here. I got my boy Diego representing on here. But yeah, we ready to get up out of here. Oh, there goes the old girl. So I'm gonna have my guy go on ahead and drop that load, and then we're gonna I'll be stuck here tonight at Amazon, and yeah, pretty much yard hustling around for about 10 hours, and then we'll book out and see how this thing plays out. Stuff that I had been running, and you know, and still doing good with Amazon. And Amazon actually had been doing pretty good for me the last several weeks. I ended up having a little hiccup with them. I had a driver run a load. He was new, and he went to a facility. He really wasn't familiar with the procedure. He got there, they didn't have his trailer. He couldn't get a hold of me. It was like 2-3 in the morning, so he left. It ended up putting a negative on my account, and that really turned into a whole mess. I could do a whole nother video on that, but it brought my performance score down with Amazon. And if anybody runs Amazon, you know how it is about that performance score. And it instantly made it where I couldn't see certain loads. I couldn't book the early freight, and I had to pull tooth and comb with them, because, you know, they were like, well, your driver left, and he shouldn't have just left like that. Is protocol. But what they didn't understand, and it worked out for me and him, is because that facility doesn't have a particular guard shack like most Amazons, where you pull in and it scans you and it knows you're there. This facility didn't have none of that. He literally had to go out, knock on the door, and, you know, wait for somebody to come out. And then when the person came out, they told him they didn't even know what to do or what to give him. And come to find out, I found out the next morning they gave his trailer to another carrier, so he wouldn't have been able to complete the tour anyway. But again, it was a whole big thing. So it took me all the way down from a B. I mean, I think I was a B or a B plus or whatever, all the way down to a F, and that's bad. So what ended up happening was, upon pulling teeth and comb, then I had another load with them. I went to go pick up, and the trailer had a flat tire. So they pulled me off. I told them to take me and put me on something else. And then some kind of way that ended up being on my account as a rejected load. Had to fight tooth and comb with them, got that off. Finally got the other one off with the driver, and now we're back up to 8+ on our performance and on our carrier score. So I'm back in the business with them, and able to get a lot of freight that a lot of guys can't get and see. And I ended up doing a lot of yard moves for them that week. I think I did one or two last week for them, and that helped out a lot, because like I said, I usually get about, you know, $1,000 for about eight hours a day. Truck ain't got to move, and I had 2 drivers running the previous week doing that. I might stick some video down in here so you guys can check that out, but had them running, and it helped out. And I have been running a couple guys, owner operators, but they running, you know, doing their thing, and that definitely supplemented and helped out a lot. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Still out here running the same way, still doing what I do, and trying to take care of some other things, but having some R&R. So I'm getting ready to go out here on the town, man, and do some sightseeing. But I hope you guys is good. Your boy QDeezy, I'm good. Keep it 100.
Later.